Hey guys, and welcome back to the second episode we just reshot because I forgot to hit record of Federico Talks Watches. Today I'm joined with the two fools from Properly Wound and Matt, and we're here in Miami just talking watches. And I figured today we talk about some of our recent acquisitions, because everybody at this table has bought something new, particularly Matt, who's bought one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life, watch-wise. But we're going to make you suffer through the entire video. We're going to talk to him last, because YouTube, that's how it works. So guys, why don't you introduce yourselves and tell us what you picked up? Jared?
Sure. I'm Jared Scott, co-founder of Properly Wound, and this week I picked up some cool stuff. So this is my 79 Datejust. Such a crispy dial. Crispy. Just as fresh as the day it left the manufacturer.
What are you, channeling your inner Christian Zeron over there?
Yeah, right. Yeah, just as crisp as the day it left the manufacturer. Very pleased with it. This is my first real foray into the Datejust world, and I've always been a sport watch guy. So.
Well, yeah, but I think it suits you rather well.
It looks good on my wrist.
It's a great looking watch.
Very classy Southern gent.
Real understated, and what's so funny to me is nobody ever talks to me about my watches. Nobody ever says anything to me. I'm getting a coffee this morning, and some guy comes up to me. He's like, "I love your watch." I'm like, "You like this watch?" But cool. All right. And then the new Day 40 on the press.
Yeah. That's what we're actually here to see.
18 karat gold.
That is substantial.
Nice heft to it too. I just love the dial.
So how many kilos of blow did you have to move?
This one?
Second time I've made that.
I don't know how many we had to move, but AJ might know. I don't know. AJ handles that.
36 ounces to a key, that's a lot of ounces, man.
AJ handles
I know that from rap songs.
I just got really surprised. I'm like, how do you know that?
I mean, and if you happen to catch, our live stream last night, you know that AJ can really lay down some beats.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
that was a slight surprise.
Another video for another time.
Didn't see that coming. So
a white guy rapping B.I.G. in the middle of downtown Miami at 1 o'clock in the morning was totally
getting dapped up too after.
It was totally over the top.
Yeah.
So I'm real happy with the Day 40. I think it's beautiful. So.
And it's much better than the 41 millimeter monstrosity. Well, not monstrosity is harsh, but the 41 millimeter version of this watch.
It's too big.
Just was awkward. So Rolex kind of quietly made that one disappear. They didn't announce it just was no longer on their website anymore.
Yeah.
And it was replaced by this.
And I think the 40 just comes back to the more classic size of that watch.
Proportions for sure. The proportions are better.
They're better.
Proportions are always better.
Not as, I guess, sport watchy at 40 millimeters. So.
Yeah, but just as gaudy.
Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and gold is. You either can do it or you can't do it.
You know I love it.
Yeah, me and Fed are gold fanboys. So.
All right, AJ, why don't you tell us kind of what's going on with your new acquisitions?
Sure. First, AJ Creed, Properly Wound, co-founder. Missing today's Adam Costner. So Adam,
shout out.
We're here. How are you? I don't know. So anyways, Jared was talking about how, he's a gold boy. So this is my latest acquisition. I'm dipping my toe in the proverbial gold water. Basically, that sounds like it would be nice. So this is the two-tone bluesy, 116613, modern version, obviously, glide block clasp, flat blue dial, matte blue dial. They make a sunburst too, which is actually, if you can believe it, just a little bit over the top for this. So
I love it though. I mean, I think I'm not a huge two-tone guy. There's two watches that I love in two-tone: the champagne dial Datejust and the blue sub. That's it.
Yeah. So this one is Michael Tortolo is a member of our Properly On Facebook group, which you should join. Bought this first and tried it on, and I was hooked. I got it right away, and it works with everything too. Like I was wearing it with this today, and I'm ready to go ride my skateboard after. So next, everybody knows it, everybody loves it. This is the two-liner 14060, again M, upgraded movement. So everybody knows that we here at Properly Wound have all owned a two-liner, and we've passed it back and forth. We like to say we're watch Eskimo Brothers. We wrote a blog about it on properlywound.com.
And some feminists tore you guys apart.
Yeah,
They did.
yes, she is a quite the mistress there. But what happened?
You think
Let's-
that's
let's-
gonna make things
Let's
better?
hope she's watching this video.
Oh, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, well, that happens.
She probably is gonna watch. She
Probably.
looks fed too.
Why don't you wink at her? She'll like that.
So anyway, we had one in the group that circulated around, and then it's actually made its way back to Adam Costner.
Finally.
And then Fed had this one on DelReyWatch.com, which again,
Shameless plug.
you guys should all go check out. And he said, "Hey man, you can get this on the bracelet," and that was sold. It was
Like
a done deal for
22
me
seconds.
after that. Yeah,
Which is funny because I bought that watch. That watch never made it to the website. I bought it. 20 minutes later, I sent you a message, and you.
sometimes that's how
Yeah,
it happens.
just kind of
It was
swooped in.
our great group message, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And AJ's like, I'm taking it.
I'm doing it. Yeah, and then.
And then why don't you talk about this beautiful
Yeah,
5711 you just bought?
I wish it was a 5711. This is the even more famous than the two-liner, the world famous, you know it, you love it, number one in your program, number one in your hearts, the Boggle Sport.
Is it Boggle or Bagel? Because I'm pretty sure it's Bagel.
We
It's
talk
a
about this.
bagel, but we wanted to make it sound classy.
We do.
Kind
Yeah.
of like Target.
The
Exactly.
Sport.
The Bible
Very
Sport's
good.
actually the whole reason I decided to drive down to Miami.
You needed to behold this in all its glory.
I needed to get into hopefully one of the 12 guys that gets to wear this thing.
And
Sign up.
Matt McCabe is getting it. For sure. Like,
You will
it's-
sign up.
it's
So
good.
this is actually first of all, this is a joke watch. We always joke around about this, but now it has a certain, its
Mystique.
reputation precedes it.
Oh, yes.
So now what we're doing on properlywound.com, if you go there and check out our blog, we just released a blog where you can actually sign up to wear this for a month next year. And you are obligated to take as many wristies and other scenario shots with it and share it with the Properly Wound Facebook group, which everybody should join if you haven't already. And then we're going to do a look back on the end of the year and just look at all the places that the Class A world famous Boggle Sport, sorry, corrected myself there, has been over 2018. So it should be fun, and people are actually really excited about it.
Dude, I signed up. I signed up.
They're super excited. Like, we pushed that blog out, and I had a little form problem on the website, and people were like pinging me, can't sign up. Like, you guys really want to wear it, so
You may not actually get it back.
yeah, we'll get it.
It's $75. I will get another one.
We'll just buy another one, but
Yeah.
surely, our sweet members can run off with that wonderful watch.
So here we have Matt, and actually Matt is quite well known in watch circles. Not really a full-time dealer, but a serial flipper who owns some really crazy pieces. And you brought down basically the title of this video. What is it? Where did you get it? Tell us about it.
So this is a Lange 1815 Rochepont perpetual calendar. So it's got a perpetual calendar with a split-second chronograph, and the dial was based off of a pocket watch. So it's got a really nice, clean aesthetic to it. Displays lots of information, but it's very easy to read. And this watch should really just be worn backwards because the movement on it just has depth and layers for days. And the split second on top of the chronograph and the perpetual just adds so much depth to it that it should really be worn backwards.
What did you say? It looked like a metropolis or something?
Yeah, it looks
that,
like a
or-
cityscape. from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
top. And actually, let me ask you this, because you've played around. Matt's played around with a few Patek perpetuals and repeaters. You've seen them all. What is the level of finishing like on this piece compared to a comparable Patek Philippe?
The great thing about Lange, and they're definitely probably my favorite company, is the finishing on this piece is fantastic. And the finishing on the minute repeater from Patek is fantastic. But what I love about Lange is the finishing on their entry-level piece, I feel is the exact same
It is. They don't distinguish.
to this piece. Whereas if you take an entry-level Calatrava, don't get me wrong, it's a very nice watch. If you own one, you should be very proud of it. but it doesn't feel nearly as special as
A Saxonia.
as the counterpart
yeah.
from Lange. Whereas once you get into the minute repeaters and the chronographs with Patek, very special watches. But I feel you have to get to that certain level to get the specialness out of a Patek, where this brand, I feel like they do it from the bottom up.
And guys, I don't have the skills to photograph this movement. I'm gonna put up a Google image right here. It's really special. And I don't really love to talk about pricing because I believe you can get some really cool watches for some really, not a whole lot amount of money, but we have to tell our viewers, I mean, what is the retail on that piece?
So retail on this piece is $208.
$208,000, and if you have the money, that doesn't mean you can buy it. You have to find one of these first.
Right, but
It's not super hard, but you can't just walk in and find one.
clearly 208 is a lot of money in
course.
any circle you want to run in. But the counterpart to this watch, a 5204 from Patek, is $100,000 more.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, it is platinum, so the metals are a little bit different. This particular watch in platinum is 234, I believe. I just feel like you get so much more watch with this brand than you do.
I mean, the Patek counterpart may be a little more collectible,
There's no doubt, it is definitely more collectible.
but that doesn't justify it to me. It just doesn't justify the $100,000 price delta. It makes no sense.
I agree.
Well, man, I really want to appreciate you bringing that down. That's definitely, by and large,
That's the
the
hit.
coolest watch. That's
It's no
ever been
bagel
on my
sport,
show.
but
Yeah, it's no bagel sport.
We can trade. We can talk about it. Something. I mean, you'll owe me some cash from the back end.
can you give me some terms?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, we'll work it out.
Good work out some terms.
And guys, I guess I brought two watches. Y'all know the Mule Glasute. I've talked about it in a couple videos. Really cool watch. I've been enjoying it over the weekend. But really, I want to talk about a recent acquisition for Del Rey watch. And if you don't really know too much about watches and you might be a watch snob, you'll give me a lot of crap for trying to sell this or even for buying it. It's a Ralph Lauren. Now, before you say anything, Richemont owns the rights to the Ralph Lauren watch manufacturer. So this watch is an official certified chronometer with a Jaeger movement, and the case is made by Cartier with an original retail price of about $10,000, which of course nobody bought because it says Ralph Lauren on the dial.
Exactly.
But the fact that you can pick these up pre-owned and mint condition, well under $3,000, I mean probably under $2,700, with the Cartier case and the Jaeger movement, I mean, it's killer. You said something cool. You said in 20 years this may be like the Abercrombie and Fitch watches.
Absolutely. Yeah, those were made by Hoyer, and now really good condition ones are going for big money, and they're selling. They're highly sought after, and I think something like this could be in that same niche.
Yeah, I mean, this did not sell particularly well to the mass public, but there are like some very wealthy, kind of crazy collectors that did pick these up as kind of like their fun pieces because it is super interesting. I mean, it's a Jaeger. It's a Jaeger and a Cartier had a baby, and then good old Ralph slapped his name on it.
And you were like, what the hell?
And like pretty much ruined like the marketing. But yeah, that's pretty cool. But guys, so I mean, you picked up your watches from a couple of dealers.
Okay.
Shout out to Jesse and Michael Tortola, both in Properly Wound. You got one from me and another one from Brad, right?
Yep.
What about you, Matt? You said you got this on a trade or something?
I bought this watch off of a friend who I met through Instagram.
Okay.
We met down in Miami, in our shorts, at a bar, over a beer, and he is buying the Tourbillon version of this.
Ridiculous.
Because that's not enough. I mean,
So we put a deal together, and it worked out nicely.
Nice.
In shorts and a t-shirt.
$7.
$7
A
t-shirt.
$7 t-shirt, which is the way I like to roll.
That's awesome. Well, guys, we're going to cut this video short because we've got to create a whole bunch of other content that is actually going to go on the Properly Wound YouTube channel. So take a look in the description below and subscribe to these two jokers. Also, check out the Properly Wound Facebook group, by far one of the best horological communities on Facebook. just a bunch of dudes, hanging out, talking about watches. It's not a safe space. You can talk about anything.
No snowflakes.
From Seiko to Longue Tourbillon. Well, that's not the Tourbillon, but not far off.
Yeah, go
Would
for
love
it.
it if you want somebody wants to come.
For real.
talk about
Oh,
it.
sure. And of course, shameless plug again, check out Delray Watch Supply for a cool curated selection of watches that I put together at some really fair prices. Guys, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to chat with you, for coming to Miami and inviting me to dinner. The hospitality has been great. I really appreciate it. Go follow these two guys, Properly Wound. Any closing thoughts?
Fetty, you're a celebrity, and it's weird actually being here in person with you because I don't hang out with celebrities, but now I do.
Oh, I think D-list celebrity.
Moving up. Excellent. Yeah. So no, this has been a blast. This weekend's been a blast. If anybody has a liver you want to give me, that would be great too. And yeah, no, it's just been fun taking a look at everything that we have here and just having a good time in sunny Miami, Florida. So.
Yeah, it's like the surface of the sun. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.